Hey there. Um, Welcome back to Embassy Station. I know it's been a little while. Sorry about that. But as you can see, I am currently not at my house right now. Uh I'm at a friend's house. So because of that, kind of had to rearrange some things. I'm actually borrowing someone else's tablet right here for my written review stuff. But yeah, this is how we're gonna do it for today's three reviews. Because we're gonna play catch up for now, and then tomorrow we'll start tackling some of the TV shows. Sound good? All right. So why don't we start with one of the biggest events in cinematic history? There's literally no other way I can put it. It is literally one of the biggest events in cinematic history. If I can not knock over my phone, that'd be nice. So, what's up? What's happening? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Mr. Station. I'm just a fan thing and everything in animation, including heroes assembling to fight the fate of the world, something like that. Sorry, I'm kind of scatterbrained. I haven't reviewed in a bit, as well as TV and movies. I'm your host Jackson Small. Welcome back to Marvelous May. Welcome to part one of the giant culmination of 10 years of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the beginning of the end game, so to speak, of the Infinity Saga of the MCU, known simply as Avengers Infinity War. This movie's still amazing. It was amazing when it came out, it's still amazing now. So, I can't really give it any bigger of an introduction than that because this is one of those movies that kind of speaks for itself. All those that have seen it already know it's amazing, and those that haven't, well, this is your reason why you need to watch it. And I promise you, spoiler free, as always. So, with the tablet up and ready to go, let's get started. This is my long and lengthy written review for Avengers Infinity War. After years of build-up and anticipation, the Infinity Saga of the MCU has reached the beginning of its climax, with one of the most popular, highly acclaimed movies in not just comic book genre, but in the entirety of film itself. Avengers 3 Infinity War, even almost 10 years later, is still an all-around spectacular first half of the final story of this era of the MCU, and just a masterpiece of a movie in general. I don't think anyone's going to even try to deny that. The acting is incredible from every single star here as they deliver some of the best performances in their entire careers. Like, it brings together so many heroes from all these other Marvel movies, but none of them feel like they're half-efforting it. All of them feel like they are bringing 110%. Even some of the new ones that end up entering into this game still give it 110%. Like, everyone legitimately put their all into this project, which is always great to see. Storytelling is amazing and does such a great job juggling so many characters simultaneously. Like, this story is amazing. It's fantastic, it's well told, it's perfectly understandable and comprehensible, but it's able to be complex without getting convoluted. I know that those were a lot of big words, but trust me, there is differences. What else are we? Cinematography is insane. This movie cinematography, just from the trailers alone, is some of the most insane stuff you will ever see in your life. Trust me. Writing is the sharpest it's ever been. This is one of the most adult and dark entries in the entire MCU. For very good reason. Character development is outstanding, especially both Cap and Iron Man, which will then carry over beautifully into Endgame, which will then close out both their character arcs in tragically beautiful ways, as we'll talk about when we get to that film. Runtime is gigantic and packs so much into every single second. This movie's not 3 hours, but it's still pretty long. But it doesn't waste a single second. All of it is packed with something. The final act is phenomenal with the largest battle in the entire MCU up to this point. I don't think anyone's even going to try to debate that. Humor is so great and gives levity when it's needed. Iron Man calling one of the henchmen Squidward has me dying every time. Yeah, of all the things that Tony Stark could come up with to insult Ebony Maw, he comes up with a SpongeBob reference of all things. Which, you know, I'm a huge SpongeBob fan, so hearing that and actually getting the joke, yeah, it definitely makes it funnier. It kills me every time, and I cannot believe they actually threw that in the MCU. Thanos lives up to all the hype and then some as the best villain Marvel has ever done, and the performance by Josh Brolin is absolutely transcendent in every capacity. Like, there's no doubt, in my mind or anyone else's mind, Thanos is the best and most powerful villain that the MCU has ever delivered. And Josh Brolin brought, again, 110%, just like everybody else. Even though up to this point he's only voiced the character in some extra scenes that are mainly just exposition or end credit scenes, like the one in Age of Ultron, for example. And Josh Brolin, who many of you may know better as Cable from Deadpool 2, delivers amazingly here. He did an amazing job in this role, and Thanos is one of the best and most well-developed villains they've ever done. It's amazing. Effects are amazing, some of the best CGI ever put on film. The ending is a huge shocker that throws the status quo out the window, perfectly setting up Endgame. This movie's ending is as more infamous than the film itself, and I mean that in a positive way. Because the way this movie ends, I dare not spoil it. I know it's been out for almost 10 years, but I dare not spoil it. And the rewatchability is up in the flipping stratosphere. This movie only gets better every time you watch it. While I personally think that the next one is even better, yes, I do prefer Endgame over Infinity War, and I'll talk about why when I get into Endgame. There's no denying that Infinity War is peak MCU at every single definition possible. Even now, it's still absolutely mind-blowing what they've achieved with a movie that should have been impossible to create without making a disaster. But thanks to the hard work and dedication from all involved, it has become a reality. A reality that it has yet to repeat. It is right up there with Captain America Winter Soldier and Spider-Man No Way Home. And you know what that means? That means it's the next MCU installment in this marathon to get a 12 out of 10 for its final verdict. This movie's amazing, it will always be amazing, and it's only gotten better every single time I watch it. So, yeah, it's intense, it's dark, but it's very rewarding. Now, I would say see you next time for Endgame, but we actually have a bit of a pit stop to make first, because for some reason they decided to put a movie sequel in between Endgame and Infinity War. I don't know. Marvel sometimes makes weird decisions like that, and I don't know why. Anyway, see you next time for Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Excited for what comes up ahead. Hey,